Hello, Wanderers. Welcome back to our Crusader Kings 3 roleplay series following Alexandros of Crete. And following up on the heels of that last episode in which it seemed as though the gods abandoned us and the fates decided that we were deserved of ill fortune. We lost two sons in that episode, Pontos of Crete and our young son, Gabriel. Not only that, but we lost our friend Nasir as well. And it all started with a bird. You'll remember that on the journey to Alexandria on our pilgrimage, we killed a bird, a seemingly innocuous event, but those aboard the ship did warn us that killing a bird was ill luck. Seems as though that was the case, considering that not long after we lost Nasir, and then Pontos, and then Gabriel in very short succession. Although at the time, Nasir's death may not have seemed like anything out of the ordinary. He was an old man by that point. I think we have discovered that that was the herald of bad things to come. All of these events happening in such short succession, I believe, has made Alexandros paranoid. He thinks that we have lost the favor of the gods, and we need to get that favor back. How are we going to do so? Well, we need to honor the gods. One of the ways we're going to do that is by displaying this statue of Hades. Now, although this statue may be a harbinger of ill fortune, I think that we have no choice but to put it up in our court and display it and honor it and honor the god of the underworld in hopes that he will show mercy on us. That is not the only god that we need to honor. We need to honor all of the others: Zeus, Apollo, Athena, Aphrodite, Hera, Ares. We're going to honor Ares in this battle right here as we take it to the forces of Benevento, the ones who are responsible for the death of our son Pontos. We need to crush their army here and watch them suffer. So, looks like the battle has gone well, and we captured Mayor Urchimpert here. We will make some sacrifices to the gods after this battle, so we will be executing both of these characters here. And with their death, I think that we can say that this war is done. Although we did not get our vengeance upon the man who slew our son, we will be attempting to do so in the future. Lothar von Falkenstein, your time is numbered. We can start a scheme to murder him. I think we shall do so. And we can hope that he will suffer a worse fate than even our son did. But the gods need honoring. How are we going to do that? Well, we are going to consider that. And I think that the next period of time for Alexandros is going to be dedicated to that. Dedicated to earning the favor of the gods back, so that our dynasty will not end prematurely here with the deaths of all of our sons. We do have an extra holding here. I think it's about time that we give our son some land to rule. We are going to grant him a title. We're going to grant him Hania. That's the only one that we can give him. So hopefully he will learn to rule it well. We need a new steward. Who shall we assign? Perhaps Mayor Erlenbald, yes. He is a eunuch, interestingly enough. We could make him our court eunuch, potentially. Let's see if we can do that. Court eunuch? No, because he is a mayor, I suppose. He's not just a courtier. Our son Bosporios has come of age. He is a charismatic negotiator. He has learned well from his mother here. She has taught him many things here, and he is a good man. He kind of takes after us in some ways, having a vengeful attitude, but he is just and trusting. So overall, he is a good man. Hopefully, he will recover from these injuries. He does have that infected wound. We can only hope that it does not mean his end. While his numerous attempts to curry my favor have not gone unnoticed, I cannot help but feel irritated by Porphyrios' sudden interest in me. The ecumenical patriarch is trying to win our favor, and I cannot shake the feeling that the man's intentions are not pure. I think that because we are seeing this as a test from the gods, sending this Christian man here to tempt us, to sway us away from the gods, we will not fall prey to such a trick. We have a character here who can be appointed as the Flame of Crete. Ooh, and he is good. Look at this. Brave, calm, generous. He's got good traits. He's strong. I think that you will make a great and worthy successor of that accolade. So let's put Komitas in charge of that. Excellent. And we can potentially... Can we reinstate the Knight of the Bull? It seems as though we can't. So we shall wait until somebody fitting is able to take that position once again. So how do we honor the gods, you say? How do we prove that we are worthy of their favor once more in this time of troubles for our dynasty? It is a good question. It is a good question indeed. My workload has been very heavy of late, and not only does my body feel fatigued, but my stomach also suffers from some very mild pain. Yeah, you're under a lot of stress. We probably have, like, ulcers, I think, at this point. My wife recommends that we drink ginger tea. A good idea. I'll sweeten it with some honey. I don't like ginger. This is very mild pain anyways. Yeah, perhaps we would tough it out, honestly. Just to prove, like, that we are strong, you know? That we can use our strength and just muscle through anything that comes our way. Tonight, I have stripped myself of every symbol signifying my rank to walk anonymously among my soldiers. It is a quiet evening, so when argument breaks out, the words reach me loud and clear. An infantryman is trying to convince his commander, my vassal, Count Gregorios, of the advantages of an alternative strategy. Gregorios will hear none of it. As I approach, the infuriated man raises his fist. Step in and protect the soldier, make an example out of them, or sneak away and take credit for the soldier's idea. You know what? Perhaps this is another test, a test from the gods. Perhaps this is a test from Ares, and he is trying to see if we will defend the soldiers who fight for our people here. Well, we shall do so. Knowing the consequences of harming a commander, the soldier does nothing to defend himself from the incoming blows. As blood is drawn, I throw myself between them. Perhaps I should have known better than to brawl with a seasoned warrior. In the end, I must reveal my identity for Count Gregorius to let me go. I skulk back to my tent before the news spreads. At least I learned a trick or two. So we stepped in for that soldier, but we were not able to overcome the count here. And we perhaps did not honor Ares as much as we would have hoped, but we shall see what he thinks of that. Perhaps the act of stepping in was enough in and of itself. We shall simply have to see. And the Emperor is dead. All hail the Emperor of the Romans. Our good friend, well, not at the end, but our once good friend and lover, Basileus Basileus, Basil I, is dead. Died at 62 years of age. I don't know how we would feel about this. We had a very up and down relationship with the Basileus. At first, he was a threat to our very existence. Then he was a rival in a tournament where we ended up gaining respect for each other. Then friends, then lovers. And then over many years, we faded away from each other and occasionally even butted heads. And yet I think we always retained some level of mutual respect for each other. So with the passing of this man, this great man, I think that would bring a melancholy to us for certain. The new emperor, Basileus Leon the Sixth, is going to... We'll see what kind of opinion he has of us as time goes on here. We can pay homage to the liege. We will probably do so, I imagine. So, we now have the opportunity to found a holy order, and I think that this is something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time, and I'm very glad we get to do it with within Alexandros' lifetime. But I think it's even more fitting now that we can do so when we are trying to earn the favor of the gods back, and we will directly honor Ares by giving those who would serve him a home and arms. So we are going to found the Holy Order of the Myrmidons here, led by Grandmaster Eulanios. He is a humble, just, and callous man, but a very skilled commander, holy warrior. Hopefully he will serve the Hellenic cause well. We shall simply hope, and we will be using that to honor the gods further. And what better way to honor the gods than by reclaiming one of their holy sites? Together with the Myrmidons, I think that we should plan to take the holy site of Carthage back for our people. Now, we do still have a truce with the Aghlabids, but it's only for 7 more months. So we only need to let a little time pass, and then we shall prepare for war in the meantime. Our son can get married here. We shall have that marriage. And hopefully they will bear many children of our dynasty. Every time my wife, Despotisa Nicarete, finds me bent over a tome, she gets visibly excited. Would you like some help with your studies? Someone to exchange ideas with, or perhaps some new tomes? I recently acquired a volume with some excellent analysis of ancient military campaigns. Bosporios needs your assistance more than me? You know what? Train, focus on our son. Focus on our son. And he did become a Grey Eminence, so he's even better now. Excellent. I did see that our eldest son had a daughter, Valeria Argeos. If you have any suggestions for the name, leave them in the comments below. We can change it. But that is good. She is going to grow into be a beautiful young woman. Ah, the Basileus is holding a grand tournament. What kind of tournament are you holding? A horse race. A chance to show your skills to all. I suppose we will join this. We will join this tournament here. I imagine, yeah, our son is going as well, so we will see. Hopefully, I mean, look at his prowess. His prowess is actually pretty high, so we will see. It's like, this is basically like a vacation on the islands of Cephalonia here. And our son, we'll see if he actually, oh my gosh, what has happened here? Helgi has died? He ate some poisonous plants by mistake, I'm sure. And Jafar has died as well. Kemaladin Ibn Jafar here is now the Duke. I wonder if we can offer guardianship. Would he accept convert culture? You know what? If we raise him ourselves, we can convert him to Hellenic. I think we will try to do so. I would like to get him, or I mean to become Greek, that is. So I would like to do so. Murder en route. When the time comes, my agents need to find a safe escape route out of Princess Lietpurga's castle should anything go wrong. Ah, I see. This is for our plan to murder Lothar von Falkenstein. Yes. Explore the plains yourself. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Let's increase our chances here. How is that murder scheme going? It's terrible. I don't think we're going to be successful in this. I don't think this plan is going to work. I think we're going to abandon it. We're going to try to get our vengeance in other ways. We'll probably perhaps lead a raid or another war against them. We shall see. We will get our vengeance, or if we do not, then the vengeance will come in our son's lifetime. We've arrived at the tournament here in Cephalonia. Can't wait for it to start. So we are not close to qualifying. Well, we are close, but who are the most likely ones? 16 other contestants here. Let's see, is our son among the potential qualifiers here? Doesn't look like it. Perhaps our son is not quite as skilled of a horse racer. Well, I don't think that we're going to bother trying to triumph here. I think that we are probably going to... What are we going to do? Befriend the Basileus? Recreation, recruit. Murder. Probably nobody worth murdering here. I think that we are simply going to go for recreation here, and so we will let the time pass. I had hoped. Oh wow, we are guaranteed to qualify. All right, maybe we will try to win. You know, let's switch over here. Let's see if we can win this somehow. I would love it if our son made it in, but it doesn't seem like he has a strong chance to win. We'll see though. Activity log, anything interesting on here? Nothing that I'm seeing that is of particular interest to us. Ah, and the Basileus is offering us a position of Spymaster. We will accept. And here we're gonna go to the tourney grounds, I think. Marching into the tourney grounds, I join a group of contestants practicing their showmanship with measured enthusiasm. A few spectators already look down at us, chewing roasted meat and spitting bones. The churls call for a spectacle. I shall show you how it's done. I remember last time, such delightful memories. What are you looking at? I think I shall show you how it's done. 50-50, our training could be embarrassing. I mean, we are... Yeah, you know what? Let's try it. Your training is successful and our score has increased moderately. There we go. Look at that. Let's see if we can still race even in our old age. The finest horses in the Byzantine Empire, adorned in the colors of their owners, are led around the track as the herald announces the contest commencement. The riders mill around as they wait for their beasts to arrive, some stretching, some eyeing each other up. My fastest horse, Ares' Ire, has not gone unnoticed by the breeders and gamblers. This will be quite the race. Yeah, let's see. Can we win? We shall see. My horse is all set, of course, but the beast is nothing without a capable rider to control it. As a result, I find myself with 3 potential riders arrayed before me, all clamoring for the honor of being allowed to represent me. None of the 3 seem like particularly outstanding candidates. All of them are complete strangers to me, and clearly just commoners looking for a shot at fame and fortune. They're the only ones available. Well, I do like to gamble. Who are we gonna get here? The ugly man? The camel rider? The desert warrior? Or this astute intellectual? Is brave. Let's see. I think that I like Aristarchus. At least he's ridden a camel before, right? So let's go with Aristarchus. I vowed to myself I would win a contest in this tournament, and I can't help but consider a less fair approach. No, I don't think we are going to do that. We're gonna take the stress break, but we are not a cheater. We are known as the honest. We have been overwhelmed by stress. So be it. At full gallop, Duke Luitbert's rider pulls brisk into my horse and its rider Aristarchus, or perhaps Ares' Ire was the one who veered into them. Regardless, the whole unfortunate lot careen sideways into barriers. Where once there was a whole pack of coursing mounts shimmering with sweat, 2 now ricochet outwards from the mast, their riders struggling to control them. The pack of racers streaks on, the 2 wobbling horses now at length behind the rest. Amidst his retainers, Duke Luitbert cries out in shock, unconvincingly, "A ploy! I've been cheated!" Indeed, we have been cheated. He is trying to fake it. We sound distinctly petty. No one heeds us. Well, so be it. Among the commoners attending the race, it is no secret who holds their favor. Peasants look upon Count Adalbert of Berchtesgaden, I suppose, a rider with equal parts amour and admiration. They swoon as the horses thunder past and cheer as Adalbert lauds his riders in the crowd. He watches the race smugly, knowing his rider has the undivided support of the crowd. I wonder, perhaps with the right encouragement, I may be able to turn the crowd's attention to my rider, Aristarchus, instead. Behold my noble rider. Let's see. I'll meet him after. Yeah, behold my noble rider, perhaps. And I turn the crowd towards my rider. People still respect Alexandros and know that he is this great warrior, and they know he is almost a hero of the empire. So people are cheering them on. The horses thunder around the course, the riders sawing at their steeds' reins to urge them ever faster. There's only one more lap to go. I lean over the edge of the stand and shout down at my rider. Extra pay if you can win. Hit them in the face. Grab their reins. Is there an option? Go for the spleen. Go for the spleen. No, let's, we'll offer him extra pay if he wins. It's hard to see if my advice has made any difference, and all the horses round the final bend straight home. My horse is bolting free of the chasing pack. If it can hold off my rivals, he'll win. The crowd reaches a crescendo. The riders urge their steeds on in unison. The finish line looms. One more push. Come on. Can you do it? Can you do it, Aristarchus? Let us see. Let us see. Your horse Ares' ire crosses the line as the crowd erupts, followed by Sheikh Ahmad's Intrepid and Count Gerald's Thunderclap. Ares' ire didn't even place. I'll have to be better prepared next time. I have proven my worthiness beyond a doubt. I won. I actually won. I feel like this text is a little bit weird, but it seems as though we did win indeed. The sun comes down on the final day of the tournament, and the massed crowds begin to disperse. I find myself ruminating over the results. My horse finished first in the horse racing. I fulfilled my goal of winning the contest, and we look forward to the next one. And we have become the owner of a prized ring. Let's take a look at this prize ring. Prestige plus 0.35, Knight Effectiveness plus 12%, Attraction Opinion plus 16, and Courtly Vassal Opinion plus 8. That is a good prize to have received here. And now for the ceremony. The tournament is drawn to a close. We gain 150 prestige, some money, champion racehorse as well. There we go. So that is pretty good. And that prize ring, of course. And now to return home. We do have a new perk. We are going to take that. Let us return home indeed. We can... our enemy Sadan is dead. The man who turned our wife over to Emir Shu'ayb all those years ago, although we didn't get our revenge on him personally, it seems as though the gods perhaps are returning our favor to us and have taken this wretched man from us. Thank the gods indeed. Let's equip that prize ring that we got. Illustrious trinket. Look at that. That is a good trinket to have for sure. And well, did we even make it? I don't even think we made it back home. Despot Alexandros of Crete has given up the ghost at 52 years of age. He died in his sleep. A zealous man, he fought for the glory of Zeus against the heathens in one of the greatest holy wars of recent memory. Consider this. We spent that last, what, two years or so? Trying to earn back the favor of the gods. We seemed to have done so. Not only did we win that tournament, earning back some of the prestige and favor of our dynasty, but then, just days, literally days before our own death, we received word that our enemy, the man who slew our wife or was responsible for our first wife's death, died. And then on the ship back to Crete after that tournament, we pass away quietly in our sleep. Well, that is an interesting end for Alexandros, and now we will eventually be continuing on as our son Epatios here. Our kingdom has split. We now have the Despotate of Crete and the Despotate of Sicily, ruled by our brother Bosporios. How will we continue this legacy? How will we live up to the honor of our father, who was a great man, although he earned that almost like a heroic, a mythological place among the people of Crete, the Hellenic worshippers there. We became a legend, a living legend in many ways. And then it seemed as though the fates were turning against us. But right before our death, we brought the gods back towards our favor. I think it can be said that despite everything, in the end, Alexandros was a true son of Ares. Until the next time, Wanderers, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.